resource for anyone wanting to boost their income using AI. It really does paint a picture of a future where you could ditch that 9 to 5 and build a business you truly love, all with the help of AI. Pretty cool, right?
It is a pretty amazing time to be thinking about side hustles, and especially with how accessible AI is becoming. This ebook really is a perfect starting point for anyone who wants to use AI to build a better life, a more fulfilling and financially rewarding life.
Okay, so let's be honest. I think for a lot of people, when they hear AI, they think, oh, that's for tech geniuses. It can feel kind of intimidating, right?
Oh, absolutely. But AI is getting easier to use all the time. It's kind of like driving a car, I mean. You don't need to know how the engine works to get to where you're going. And in the same way, you don't need to be a coding whiz to use AI tools effectively. I think the key is understanding the basic concepts and then figuring out how they can be used for your side hustle goals.
That makes a lot of sense. So how is AI actually changing things for side hustles? We hear all the buzzwords, but what's the real deal?
Well, it really is more than just hype. AI is changing how we work and even how we think about work. It's
Mm.
changing how we create value. And one of the biggest impacts is on the gig economy.
Which is just exploding right now.
Exactly. AI is making it easier for anyone to become an entrepreneur,
Hmm.
to offer services and products that used to need special skills, or even big teams.
So it's leveling the playing field.
It is. It's letting people compete with even huge companies. And it's allowing them to build businesses on their own terms.
So it's not just about like individual tasks then. It's about this bigger shift in how we approach work and entrepreneurship. Okay, so how exactly is AI making all of that happen?
Well, the ebook breaks it down into three main advantages: efficiency, cost effectiveness, and scalability.
Okay, I like it.
Let's start with efficiency. AI can automate so many of those tedious tasks that can eat up our time.
I mean like editing content or creating social media posts.
Exactly. Things like Jasper AI can write a whole blog post in just minutes, which frees you up to focus on the bigger picture: growing your business, making more money.
Ah, so no more late nights tweaking a single sentence or trying to design a decent-looking graphic.
Exactly.
Okay, what about the cost? I feel like AI tools are always really expensive.
That's another thing this ebook debunks. Many AI tools are free, or they have really affordable plans, especially for solopreneurs.
Oh, wow.
ChatGPT, for example, has a free tier that's actually really good. And Canva also has a free plan with a ton of features. You can play around with all these different tools and see what works for you without going broke.
So cost shouldn't be holding anyone back. What about scalability then? You mentioned that AI can help businesses grow without hiring a bunch of people.
Yeah, imagine you're a freelance writer and you suddenly land this huge project. AI can help you deal with all that extra work without burning out.
Okay, that makes sense.
Things like Grammarly can make sure all your writing is perfect, and AI transcription services can take audio interviews and turn them into text in minutes.
Wow, okay.
So AI can be like a team of virtual assistants,
Yeah.
and it lets you handle bigger projects and get in front of more people.
Okay, now I'm seeing the potential. It's like having a whole team of experts working for you. Does the ebook have any examples of how people are using AI to get these kinds of results?
Yeah, it has a great story about Sarah, a freelance writer who was struggling to keep up with her clients' demands. She started using Grammarly to make her editing faster, and then she started using Jasper AI to help her write content faster. In 6 months, she tripled her client base,
Yeah.
and she is able to go full-time with her business.
Triple her clients. That's impressive. So this isn't just theory. People are actually getting these results.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've got the big picture. Can we break down some of the basic AI concepts? This is where I think a lot of people start to get intimidated.
Absolutely. And the ebook does a really good job of explaining those concepts so anyone can understand them. There are three main ones: machine learning, natural language processing, and generative AI.
Okay.
Let's start with machine learning. This is all about systems that learn from experience.
So kind of like how Spotify suggests music based on what you've listened to, or Netflix recommends movies you might like.
Exactly. AI can get smarter over time, just like a student learning from a textbook. By analyzing data, it learns patterns and can even make predictions. This leads to more personalized experiences and just a better process.
That makes sense. What about natural language processing? That one sounds super complicated.
It does sound intimidating, but it's something we use every day without realizing it. Natural language processing, or NLP, is how AI understands and works with human language. It's why Siri can understand your questions, why Google Translate can make sense of different languages, and why chatbots can have a conversation that almost feels human.
So it's like a translator between human language and computer code.
Exactly.
Okay. What about generative AI? That seems to be what everyone is talking about these days.
Generative AI is pretty revolutionary. It's the technology behind ChatGPT and DALL-E, and it allows AI to create original content. Imagine a painter creating a masterpiece from just a description, or a musician composing a symphony based on how you're feeling. That's what generative AI is starting to do.
Wow.
It's giving everyone the power to create, to write, make art, compose music. It's incredible.
Okay, so we've got the basics. What are some of the AI trends that are shaping side hustles in 2025?
One of the big ones is the explosion of these generative AI tools, ChatGPT, DALL-E, and Google's Gemini. These tools are making it possible for anyone to create content. You can write blog posts, design art, even compose music in a fraction of the time it would normally take.
So it's not just automating tasks, it's opening up this whole new level of creative potential.
Exactly.
What else should we be looking out for?
AI is also becoming more focused on small businesses and solopreneurs. There are affordable AI tools for things like accounting, managing clients, even personalizing learning experiences, and automating social media.
It's amazing how it's all becoming so accessible.
Yeah.
Okay, before we get to the specific tools, I want to touch on neural networks. The ebook mentions them briefly, and I've heard so much about them, but they seem really complicated.
Yeah, neural networks are fascinating. And they are super complex. But we don't need to get into all the technical stuff to understand them. Think of them as a simplified model of the human brain. Just like our brains process information and learn from experience, neural networks let AI do the same thing, but on a much larger scale. They're the foundation for many AI tools. They allow computers to learn, see patterns, and make predictions.
So it's like the brain power behind AI.
Exactly. And as they evolve, AI will be able to solve more complex problems and create new possibilities.
Okay, I think we've laid a really good foundation, debunked some myths, explored the key concepts. Now let's get to the fun part, the tools. What are some of the AI tools that can actually help us make money?
The ebook highlights 5 tools that are really useful, and they're all easy to use and have a lot of features that can help.
Okay, let's count them down.
Number 1 is ChatGPT.
I've heard so much about it. What makes it so special?
Well, it's not just a chatbot. It's a powerful tool for creating content, supporting customers, brainstorming, even learning new things.
Okay.
What makes it different is its ability to create human quality text on just about any topic. It's like talking to a friend who knows a lot and is really creative. And they can help you with anything from writing to coming up with taglines to even brainstorming new business ideas.
Wow.
And it's really accessible. There's a free plan to start with. And if you need more, there's a premium version called ChatGPT Plus for $20 a month.
Okay, that's definitely one to check out. What's number 2?
Number 2 is Canva AI.
Oh, I love Canva.
It's the graphic design tool that makes everyone feel like a pro, even if you have zero design experience.
But what does the AI part do?
Imagine you're creating a social media post, but you're having a hard time making a nice-looking design. Canva AI can actually suggest templates, colors, and fonts that fit your brand. It can even take away the background from images in one click and create custom illustrations.
Wow, it's like having your own design assistant.
Exactly. And just like ChatGPT, there's a free plan that's packed with features. And if you need more, there are pro plans starting at $12.99 a month.
All right, that's 2 down. What's number 3?
Number 3 is Jasper AI. It's a writing assistant that's basically like having a marketing guru and an SEO expert all in one.
Well, this sounds exciting.
It's really good at creating content that's not just well-written, but also optimized for search engines. So it can write blog posts, create compelling ad copy. It can even write product descriptions that help you sell more. It's all about writing smarter, not harder,
That's a good model.
and using AI to make sure that your content reaches the right people.
Okay, I like that.
And Jasper has different pricing tiers. There's a starter plan for $49 a month and a boss mode plan for $99 a month that gives you more features.
All right, we're seeing a theme here. Working smarter, not harder.
Yes.
What's tool number 4?
Number 4 is copy.ai. It's like having a whole team of copywriters at your disposal.
Really?
It can create everything from social media captions to email campaigns to product descriptions, all with a focus on getting people to buy.
That's impressive.
It's all about making the writing process easier and helping you create copy that connects with your ideal customer. You can generate tons of headlines for your ads or write email subject lines that people will actually open. It takes the guesswork out of copywriting.
So it's perfect for anyone who struggles with writing marketing stuff.
Exactly.
What about pricing for this one?
Copy.ai has a free plan, and the pro plans start at $36 a month if you need more features.
Okay. Now for the last tool. What's number 5?
Number 5 is Pictory. It's an AI tool that can turn text into videos, no problem.
Wait, really? I can turn my blog post into a video without having to learn complicated video editing software.
Yeah, Pictory can take your blog posts, your articles, even just an idea, and turn it into an engaging video. It adds visuals, music, and transitions. It's perfect for YouTube, TikTok, even explainer videos for your products or services.
That's a game changer.
And it's affordable. There's a free trial, and the paid plans start at $19 a month.
Okay, this is all so exciting. It really feels like AI is living up to the hype.
It does.
But here's my question. We've been talking about these amazing AI tools, but what about the human part? Do we still need skills to be successful in this new AI-powered world?
Oh, absolutely. AI tools are powerful, but they're not magic. It's like having a fancy kitchen but not knowing how to cook.
Yeah.
You need the right ingredients and the right skills.
So it's about combining AI with essential digital skills.
Exactly.
What are some of the key skills that we need to be successful?
Well, there are 5 main areas to focus on. The first is social media marketing. It's not just about creating content. You need to know how to use platforms like Instagram and TikTok effectively, and how to use AI tools for things like scheduling and analytics.
Okay.
Next, you need SEO and content writing skills. You have to be able to create content that ranks high in search engines with the help of AI for writing and optimization.
Right.
And then there's graphic design. You need to create visuals that catch the eye, which is easy with AI tools like Canva.
Okay.
Then there's data analysis. You need to be able to understand the numbers and make smart decisions, which you can do with AI-powered analytics.
That makes sense.
And finally, there's automation. This is all about saving time and making things run smoother with tools like Zapier.
So those are the 5 essential areas.
Yes,
How can we start learning these skills?
there are tons of resources, both free and paid. Online platforms like Coursera, Udemy, and Skillshare have great courses on all sorts of digital marketing and graphic design. There are tons of free tutorials on YouTube, and there are loads of online communities where you can connect with other side hustlers.
That's amazing. So where do we go from here?
Well, the ebook also highlights some inspiring stories of people who are using AI to crush it with their side hustles.
Oh, perfect. Let's dive into those stories.
Sounds good. I'm excited to share some of these stories.
Yeah, me too. In the last part, we were talking about Alex, who used AI to boost his Instagram following. Are there any other social media stories that stood out to you?
Yeah, there's a great one about Emily. She owned a small business and was totally overwhelmed with trying to manage her online store.
Oh, I can relate to that.
She was doing everything herself, creating product listings, packing orders, marketing, customer support. It was exhausting.
Yeah, wearing all the hats is definitely a recipe for burnout.
Right.
So how did AI help her?
She discovered ChatGPT, and it totally changed how she ran her business. ChatGPT became her virtual assistant. It helped her with all kinds of tasks.
So it was taking over those repetitive tasks and giving her more time to focus on the bigger picture.
Exactly.
So it wasn't replacing her, it was helping her.
Exactly.
Did she use any other AI tools?
Yeah, she started using Canva AI to create better graphics for her product listings and her social media campaigns.
Oh, right, like having a personal designer?
Yeah, exactly. She was able to make her brand look more professional, and her products stood out more online.
ChatGPT for automation, Canva AI for design.
Yeah.
And what was the impact?
Her sales increased, her customers were happier, and most importantly, she was way less stressed.
That's amazing. It's a
Yeah.
perfect example of how AI can help people create businesses that are both successful and sustainable.
Yeah.
Speaking of sustainability, we've talked about some of the challenges with AI. This ebook focuses on the positive side, which is great for motivation, but it's important to remember that there are concerns.
Oh, you're absolutely right. There are valid concerns about things like jobs and bias.
Yeah.
While this ebook focuses on the opportunities, we need to be aware of the potential downsides.
Right, we can't just ignore the possible negative impacts.
Exactly.
Okay, let's get back to the stories for a minute. Were there any other examples of people using AI for their side hustles that you found inspiring?
Oh, yeah. The story of John really stood out to me. He's a musician and composer. He was really struggling to get his music out there.
Well, that's tough.
He felt stuck, like he couldn't break through and get his music heard.
I think a lot of artists can relate to that, feeling lost in a sea of content.
Exactly.
So how did AI help him?
He found this platform called Amper Music. It uses AI to create custom royalty-free music.
Wow, that's cool.
It's like having a composer on demand. You can use it for videos, podcasts, even video games.
So he was able to create more music?
Yeah, but it was more than that. It helped him discover new sounds and explore different genres. It pushed him creatively.
So it wasn't just about quantity. It was
Yeah.
about AI sparking creativity and new possibilities.
Exactly.
And that's where things really changed for him.
He started creating music that was more authentically him. And he used Amper Music to bring those ideas to life. He shared his music on SoundCloud and YouTube, and it started to get noticed.
That's right.
People were drawn to his unique style and the emotion in his music.
So by using AI, he was able to create music that was more true to himself.
Yeah.
What happened next?
He started building a following online. He got featured in some blogs. He even got some paying gigs. He's building a career as a musician, which he'd never thought was possible.
That's a really inspiring story. It shows how AI can help people express themselves and share their passion with the world.
Yeah, it really can be transformative.
These stories are so great. It's amazing how AI is giving people access to tools and resources that used to only be available to big companies.
It really is.
It's not just about the tools, though. It's about a shift in how we think.
Right.
It's about being willing to experiment and learn new things
Exactly.
and having the courage to see what's possible.
Yeah.
I'm curious, how does the ebook address the human side of all this? We've talked about digital skills, but it seems like there's more to it than just knowing how to use the tools.
You're right. Technical skills are important, but they're just one part of it. The ebook really emphasizes that to be successful with AI, you need a mix of technical skills and uniquely human skills.
So it's about finding that balance
Yeah.
between our human abilities and what AI can do.
Exactly.
What are some of those uniquely human skills that are becoming more important in the age of AI?
Well, critical thinking is one. AI can give us a lot of data, but it's up to us to make sense of it, to interpret the information, make judgments, and draw conclusions.
So we can't just blindly trust the AI. We have to use our own brains.
Exactly.
Allows.
Creativity is more important than ever. AI can help us with ideas and some creative tasks, but it's human creativity that drives real innovation and creates content that people actually connect with.
So it's not about AI replacing creativity. It's about using AI to boost our own creativity.
Right.
And let's not forget emotional intelligence. It's the ability to understand and manage our own emotions and the emotions of others. As technology gets more advanced, it's our human connections, our ability to empathize, that will make all the difference.
That's so important. AI can do a lot of things, but it can't replicate genuine human connection.
Exactly.
And it can't replace empathy.
Right.
So as we move forward with AI, it's our human skills, our creativity, our critical thinking, our emotional intelligence. That will be our most valuable assets.
I agree.
This deep dive has been amazing. We've explored the potential of AI, heard inspiring stories, and even talked about some of the challenges. I think our listeners are eager to hear more practical advice on how to actually use AI in their own side hustles.
You're right. It's all about making this knowledge actionable.
Exactly.
Let's look at some specific scenarios and see how AI can be used to level up different kinds of side hustles.
Okay, sounds good. Let's start with a popular one, freelance writing. How can AI help freelance writers? AI can be a game changer for writers. It can help them be more productive, efficient, and ultimately more successful.
Okay, tell me everything.
Well, AI rating tools like Jasper AI and Copy.ai can help writers get over writer's block. They can help them create good quality content quickly.
No more staring at a blank page.
Exactly. They can help you structure your content, even suggest different writing styles.
Wow, that's a huge time saver.
And then there's Grammarly. It's essential for any writer who wants to make sure their work is perfect. It catches those little mistakes, suggests ways to improve your writing, and even checks for plagiarism.
So it's like having a personal editor.
Pretty much.
Okay.
And then there's Surfer SEO. It's a really powerful tool for optimizing your writing for search engines.
Which is so important if you want people to actually find your content.
Yeah, it's essential.
How does it work?
It analyzes the content that's already ranking well and gives you specific advice on how to improve your own content, what keywords to use, how to structure it, even how long it should be.
So it's like having an SEO expert on your team.
Exactly.
So by using these AI tools, writers can really step up their game.
They can.
That's awesome. What about social media management? How can AI help with that?
Social media is huge for businesses these days, and AI can help social media managers be way more effective.
Okay, I'm listening.
One of the hardest parts of social media management is keeping up with all the changes on the platforms. The algorithms are constantly changing. It's almost impossible to keep up.
Yeah, it's a full-time job just trying to stay on top of it all.
Exactly. But AI tools can help. They can analyze data, track trends, and give you insights that you would never be able to find on your own.
So AI can help us understand what's working and what's not.
Yes, exactly.
That's really helpful.
And these tools can also automate things like scheduling posts and creating reports. They can even respond to comments and messages.
Oh, wow, that would save so much time.
Yeah, it would free up time for more strategic and creative work, like creating better content or building relationships with influencers.
So it's not about AI taking over the job. It's about AI making the job easier and more effective.
Exactly.
What are some of the AI tools that you would recommend for social media management?
We've already talked about Buffer. It's really good for scheduling posts, analyzing data, and managing multiple accounts.
Okay.
And then there's Hootsuite. It has similar features to Buffer, but it also has more advanced features like social listening and sentiment analysis.
Social listening.
Yeah, it's about tracking what people are saying about your brand or about specific keywords. It
Hmm.
can help you identify potential problems early on and even find new opportunities to connect with people.
That sounds really useful.
It is.
What about sentiment analysis?
Sentiment analysis is about understanding how people are feeling about your brand. Are they positive, negative, or neutral?
Oh, interesting.
It helps you understand the overall tone of the conversation.
Okay, that's really helpful. So by using these tools, social media managers can get a lot more done
Yeah.
and they can help their clients get better results. This is great. It's amazing how AI is changing social media.
It really is.
It's not just for businesses though, right?
Yeah.
AI can also help individuals build their personal brand.
Yeah, absolutely.
Personal branding is so important these days.
It is.
How can AI help with that?
Well, AI tools like Canva AI can help people create great-looking graphics, even if they don't have any design experience.
So everyone can be a designer now.
Pretty much. Canva AI makes it super easy to create professional-looking logos, banners, and templates.
That's awesome. What about the actual content? Does AI help with that too?
Definitely. Tools like copy.ai can help you write captions, calls to action, and even blog posts that you can then share on your social media.
So AI can help us be more creative?
It can give you a starting point, but it's your own voice and perspective that will make your content stand out.
Right, so it's a collaboration
Yeah.
between human creativity and AI.
Yeah.
That's really cool. It feels like AI is giving everyone the tools they need to build a successful online presence, whether it's for a business or for themselves.
Exactly.
And it's exciting.
It is.
I think the key is to be open to learning,
Yeah,
to experiment, and to see what's possible.
absolutely.
Okay, let's talk about another popular side hustle, graphic design. Visuals are so important these days. How can AI help aspiring graphic designers?
AI is making graphic design more accessible than ever before.
Okay, tell me more.
We've already talked about Canva AI, but there are other great tools out there.
Like what?
Well, there's Logo Master. It's an AI-powered logo maker that can create hundreds of logo ideas based on your brand name and industry.
That's awesome. A logo is so important for any brand.
It is.
How does Logo Master work?
It's super easy. You just enter your brand name and pick your industry. And then the AI generates a ton of different logo concepts for you.
So you don't need to hire a designer.
Not necessarily. It gives you a lot of great options to choose from.
That's perfect for startups and small businesses.
It is.
What about other kinds of visuals?
AI tools can help with those too. You can create marketing materials, website graphics, social media posts, even illustrations.
So it's like having a design assistant.
Exactly. And the tools are getting better all the time.
That's exciting.
It is.
It feels like AI is democratizing design,
It is.
is making it possible for everyone to create great-looking visuals,
Yeah,
regardless of their skills or budget.
exactly.
But it's not just about making design easier.
Right.
It's also about helping us be more creative. How is AI doing that?
Well, AI algorithms can analyze massive amounts of data, including images, fonts, colors, and trends. And then they can use that data to come up with new design ideas that humans might never have thought of.
So AI can actually inspire us.
Yeah, it can help us see things in new ways.
That's amazing. Does that mean human designers are going to be out of a job?
No, I don't think so. It's more about collaboration. AI can provide the initial spark, but it's the human designer who brings the vision to life.
That's a great way to think about it.
Yeah, it's about partnership.
Okay, so we've talked about writing, social media, and design. Let's move on to e-commerce. How can AI help online businesses?
E-commerce is super competitive, and AI is becoming essential for anyone running an online business.
Okay, tell me more.
Well, one of the most impactful ways AI is being used is for personalized product recommendations.
Oh, like how Amazon suggests things you might like.
Exactly.
It's a little creepy, but I have to admit it's pretty effective.
Yeah, it is.
How does it work?
AI looks at your browsing history, your purchase history, and even your social media activity. And then it suggests products that it thinks you'll be interested in.
So it's about creating more personalized shopping experience.
Yeah, and it works. It leads to more sales, happier customers, and customers who are more likely to come back.
That's awesome. What else can AI do for e-commerce?
Chatbots are becoming really popular.
Oh, right.
They're basically AI-powered customer service reps. They can answer questions, provide support, and even process orders.
Wow, it's like having a 247 customer support team. But what about the human touch? Aren't we losing something by replacing humans with chatbots?
It's a valid concern, but chatbots aren't meant to replace humans. They're meant to help them. They can handle those basic questions. And that frees up human reps to deal with more complex issues.
That makes sense.
And chatbots are getting more and more sophisticated. They can remember your past interactions and tailor their responses to your specific needs.
So they're not just robots spitting out canned responses.
No, they're getting much better at understanding and responding to human language.
That's impressive.
And it's only going to get better.
Okay, so AI is improving the customer experience. What about the behind-the-scenes stuff? How can AI help with the operational side of e-commerce?
Well, AI can analyze sales data, identify trends, and even predict future demand.
Really?
Yeah, and that information can help businesses make better decisions about inventory, pricing, and marketing.
So it's like having a business consultant powered by AI.
Kind of, yeah. It can help you optimize your pricing, figure out which marketing channels are working best, and even personalize your marketing messages.
Wow, AI is like a secret weapon for e-commerce businesses.
It can be.
Okay, we've covered a lot of ground. We've seen how AI can be used for writing, social media, graphic design, and e-commerce. It's clear that AI is here to stay.
Yeah.
But I know a lot of people are probably wondering, what specific AI tools should I be using? And how do I choose the right ones?
That's a great question. And it can be overwhelming. There are so many tools out there.
Yeah, there are.
So how do you choose?
Exactly.
Well, the first thing is to be clear about your goals. What are you trying to achieve with AI? Do you want to automate tasks, create content, analyze data, something else?
Okay, so start with what you want to accomplish.
Exactly.
Then what?
Then you can start researching tools that specialize in those areas. And don't be afraid to try different ones. Most AI companies offer free trials,
That's good to know.
so you can experiment before you commit to anything.
What else should we be thinking about?
Ease of use is important. You don't want to spend hours trying to figure out how to use a tool.
No, definitely not.
Look for tools that are intuitive and user-friendly, and make sure they have good customer support.
So it's about finding tools that are easy to learn and use.
Yeah, even if you're not super tech-savvy.
Yeah.
What about the cost?
Yeah, that's always a concern.
Well, like I said, a lot of tools have free trials, and even the paid plans are often quite affordable, especially when you consider the value they can provide.
So it's about weighing the cost against the benefits.
Exactly.
If a tool can save you time or help you make more money, it might be worth the investment.
Yeah.
Anything else?
It's always a good idea to read reviews. See what other people are saying about the tool. Look for tools that have a good reputation for reliability, accuracy, and customer support.
Okay, so do your research.
Yeah,
And remember, what works for one person might not work for another.
exactly.
It's about finding the tools that are right for you.
Right.
This is great advice. It's empowering to know that we have so many options
Yeah, we do.
and that we can find the tools that will help us succeed.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's so tempting to just jump in and try everything, but having a plan is super important.
Right? It's like having a whole toolbox full of amazing tools,
Yeah,
but not knowing which one to use for what. You need a strategy.
exactly.
Okay, so we talked about what not to do. What about the people who are using AI successfully? What are they doing right?
Well, one thing is that they're always learning. The world of AI is constantly changing, so you have to be curious and willing to experiment.
So it's not about just learning one tool.
Yeah.
It's about being adaptable and staying up to date.
Exactly.
What else?
Successful AI users also focus on the human element. AI can automate tasks and give us data, but it's the human touch that really makes a difference.
So it's about finding that balance between AI and human skills.
Right. It's about using AI to make us better at what we do, not to replace us.
Yeah, I like that.
The people who are really killing it with AI, they're using it to free up their time, so they can focus on things like building relationships and creating great content.
So AI can help us be more human.
In a way, yes.
Okay, what else?
Another thing is that successful AI users understand that it's not about being perfect, it's about making
It's
progress.
about learning as you go.
Exactly. They're not afraid to make mistakes. They're always testing and refining their approach.
That's a great mindset to have.
It is.
So it's about having a growth mindset, not a